Welcome, Hannah.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you make films like this, we'll always have you. Did you know your character did you know him personally before you took off on this adventure?
Yes, I had moved to Rapid City about 3 years ago and got a studio at Racing Magpie.
Yep.
And he also had a studio there, and that's how we met.
I've seen his stuff, and
Yeah.
it was really great to, oh wow, that's great. You chose a South Dakota artist to feature, and we have so many great South Dakota artists and musicians, as evidently you are as well. And we need to do more documentaries about ourselves and let the rest of the world see what we have to offer here. Had you made a documentary film before this one, Hannah?
Kind of. My senior school project in college was a documentary, and I didn't get to shoot any of it because it was about a civil rights pilgrimage that some other students took, so they got all the footage when they were down there. But I was tasked with putting it together as my senior project.
So did you DP yourself, all your sound capture, all that's you by yourself?
For this one, yes.
This one,
Yeah.
so kind of lone wolf in it. How many days did you spend with your subject?
How many days? Oh, quite a few. I mean, as I was watching it this time, it really stuck out to me, like how much, because we did the interview portion at Racing Magpie, where we have our studios and where we met. But when we were driving through the res, which was like a full day we did that, he just kept talking to the car, and I'd start listening and I'd be like, oh, dang, this is stuff I should be getting. And so I turned on the camera, but like the audio quality wasn't that great. But like he just wouldn't stop talking and wouldn't stop saying great things. I'm like, I just have to capture it any way I can. So
Well, you're lucky that you didn't have to drag a lot out. How many minutes did we end up with?
about 20.
How many hours of footage did you weed through to get 20 minutes?
A lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
For
But
the-
I think a lot of going through his work as well, just the artwork and the photographs.
It's very prolific. A lot of product. I guess what was your choices, or what were the things that drive you when you're putting this together? Why did you want to visit, say, the old family home or all of those locations? What were the things that were going through your mind when you were trying to pick out locations and content to include?
Well, so, Dwayne and I really collaborated on this. I was a filmmaker, and, he wanted to do this film with me, but he was also like, I'm not a filmmaker, you do all the filmmaking. But the way this film kind of came about, we were having a conversation at the studios just one day, and he's a working artist, obviously, so he knows the ins and outs of, like, sometimes you have a lot of work coming in, sometimes not so much, and it can get really frustrating, and it was one of those times for me where I was like, I need work to come in, and he's like, sometimes you just gotta make it, and so the next day I came to him and I was like, how about we make a film about you? And that's what kind of spurred it, and the intent at the beginning was to create a film that he could take to exhibits and have play for people to kind of answer the basic questions he gets all the time.
Why are you drawing on ledger?
Why are you drawing on ledger paper? Where do you come from? Where did you go to school? That kind of thing. So that's what drove all of those decisions to go to those places.
So it's as much of a tool for him as it is anything.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, it's well done.
And what do you plan to do next?
That's a good question. I have a couple of ideas in the works. It's just, right now I'm just trying to get equipment. Honestly, for that film, all I had was a DSLR. I don't really have great sound equipment. I didn't have any lights. So right now I'm just trying to build all of that up and work on the next thing. Would it be okay if I talk about the title of the film real quick? Okay. The title of the film, as you might have seen in the beginning, was Hedge It to Willow, which is Lakota, a Lakota phrase, and in your program it says that is all. There's kind of a story behind that. So Hedge It to Willow is a phrase that Dwayne picked out. He named the film, and it was a phrase he grew up with in his community. We consulted with a language specialist that I know to get the spelling right. But when I went to go submit it on Film Freeway, they required an English title. And I didn't think of it much at the time of just like, oh, they just want something that English speakers will understand. But the thing I thought about since then is, for most of US history, Native people weren't allowed to speak their language or severely punished for it if they did. So I intend to write film freeway and ask that they remove that requirement so that, I only say this because the other filmmakers here, if this resonates with you, it'd be helpful to have more than one voice say this, so please send the message to them as well. But thank you for letting me
Yeah,
explain that.
absolutely. In fact, it's a great question. We should have brought it up. You know, we at the South Dakota Film Festival get lots of documentaries submitted to us from Pine Ridge. It's classically known across the world that Pine Ridge is one of the poorest places in the United States, if not one of the poorest places in all of North America. And
There's also a lot of filmmakers coming out of there right now.
a ton of filmmakers. Well, there's a ton of filmmakers that descend upon Pine Ridge to do poverty porn documentaries.
Yes.
And just show, you know, kids running around in dirty diapers and things of that nature, which there's so much more on our reservations in South Dakota than just poverty porn. So we pretty much, we showed a few right away early on, 13 years ago, but we pretty much stand away from poverty porn because there's so many great stories that are coming off of the reservation. So it's very important that no matter which community you're in, Oneida or Wombly or wherever you're at, to tell positive stories, and we appreciate that you do that.
Well, it's funny, after this project, Dwayne suddenly got the film bug, and now he wants to kind of create a production crew and start making more positive films from a more Native perspective. So we're working on how can we make that happen.
Well, and Dan Sneathen over there at Kyle, at the school over there, he teaches film class to his students, and so there's lots of kids in that area that are wanting to do more films. So seek them out. Make more movies. Submit to the Black Hills Film Festival if you haven't already. Did you check your show this there?
No.
Oh, yeah, do. Yeah.
Are we the world premiere? Or you had the sneak preview?
We had a soft premiere.
There you go.
Mostly friends and family.
Yeah, I've sent this to Chris and Rick Van Ness at the Black Hills Film Festival. They'll eat it up, for sure. All right.
And we have an award, Best South Dakota Documentary Short Film.